What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the No Counts Given podcast, the premier podcast for dance. I'm your host, Kyle Rush, and I forgot to say that on Tuesday. Speaking of Tuesday, I hope you guys enjoyed our first Tuesday episode. My upbringing into this social media world came through like covering routines and reacting to routines. So going into competition season, releasing Tuesday episodes where I get to talk about dance team routines and scores and captions makes me very excited because it's what I love to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love interviewing people and getting to know personalities and people behind teams and routines and choreography and all of the things. But getting to watch magic happen on the stage is something so different. And I can't even explain it. And this weekend, we're heading to Detroit. We're going to Michigan. And I'm so excited because if there's one state that appreciates dance team, it's the state of Michigan. There are so many heavy hitting teams going to this competition. The divisions are stacked. They are stacked. And you're going to have to join us on Tuesday to see how stacked these divisions are. Who's coming out on top three? Who's surprising us? What are these scores, the captions? Comparing them to last weekend's event, both events actually in Louisville and Nashville, and putting everyone on a chart and seeing where are we at so far in the season. With that being said, I have three routines that I want to show you guys. As you guys know, I love me some palm, so there are two palm routines in there, and a jazz routine. So let's go and see these routines so that way you guys could see the talent that we're about to witness this weekend. But first, you already know what I'm going to say. Make sure that you like and comment and subscribe to the No Counts Given podcast. Whether you're listening on Spotify or YouTube or TikTok, or this is a clip on Facebook, give us a like, drop a comment, share it with some of your friends. It really does help our channel grow and the No Counts Given team. It really helps us all. So don't forget to do all of the podcasty, YouTubey, subscribey things. We have a link tree. Go to our link tree. There are recent episodes there. Our most watched episodes are there, as well as our No Counts Given TikTok community. If you're on TikTok, go to our link tree. Scroll down, find join the NCG community. Click on there, and yeah, it'll take you to TikTok where you will join our community. And with that being said, let's get on to these routines. Hey, my name is Kyle Rush, and you are watching the No Counts Given podcast. Dance Team Union regional competitions are unlike any other. DTU has created an atmosphere that is not only friendly and competitive, but brings your community together to support one another in a sport you all share and love. DTU values innovation and the determination to create. Your team spend hours perfecting material and pushing the boundaries for choreography. It does not go unnoticed at Dance Team Union. At DTU, you do not go home empty-handed. They award placements in every division for every routine, select special awards to standout routines, and offer partial paid bids to our Dance Team Union National Championships and All-Star Worlds with their partners at the Open Championship Series. So what are you waiting for? Find out when they will be heading to a city near you for their 10th season by visiting www.danceteamunion.com. So here we have Rochester Jazz. Now, going into this weekend, Rochester and Dexter, they went 1-2 last year. Like, this is going to be a back-to-back battle to finish to this unfinished business. You hear me? But Rochester last year, this is from DTU Nationals, they had a beautiful jazz routine to El Tengo de Roxanne. Yeah, let me pull out my little Spanish there. And so going into this season, I'm excited to see like the athleticism that they put into this routine, but also the artistry. They did so well at nationals because of the storylines and the pictures and the beautiful techniques, the visuals, the quick and easy transitions. Right there in those turns, spacing was slightly off, but you know it's okay. Little things happen like that at nationals. So going into this season, I'm just excited to see what they're going to bring. What are they going to bring to really not, I don't want to say top last year, but to, compete in the battle of small varsity jazz. Now, of course, we have two Palm teams that I am very excited to see this weekend. We have Stevenson Ford United. If you guys look down there at the crowd, actually, you might be able to find me. I was there recording all of the magic from this routine. But incredible routine. They have great visuals, strong and powerful motions. Like you can see the start and end to each count, and I appreciate that in a Palm routine. Beautiful jumps, beautiful visuals. Now, last year at Nationals, they just struggled on the technical side. The turns were falling out a little bit early, or some were completing their turn combinations all the way through. So going into this year, I'm curious if they're upping the technique in terms of like this past few months, we've really been training in that technique, or are they going to limit down on technique and give us what they can execute flawlessly? And last but not least, of course, we have Dakota. Okay, you guys know I'm a Dakota fan. I was there and I was cheering on. Yeah, if you look down there at the crowd, you could find me again. Now, I was talking to their coach and actually the whole team right before this performance there, and they were telling me that in a previous TikTok reaction, I told them that they need to use their feet more. I need them to drive those toes to the floor. And they said, no, we took that feedback and we did just that. We did just that. And if you watch these transitions, they're just driving those feet into the floor. It is strong. It is powerful. I cannot wait to see the creativity they bring this weekend. Are they going to bring a theme? Are we doing a theme, Dakota? There's been a lot of talk about themes, so I'm very curious to see what we're going to do. That little whip, whip, going into the Beyonce song is one of my favorite moments of this routine. The patterns and the visuals of their formations just fit flawlessly. So I'm excited to see what Dakota is going to do this weekend. No pressure, no pressure. But I'm excited, Dakota. I'm excited. But just for a moment, let's really talk about what's going on this weekend, because this weekend in Detroit. Now, hang on. Before I continue, I know Colorado is this weekend as well too. That is not fallen off my radar. I'm very aware, and I love Colorado Palm. Okay, so stay tuned for Tuesday's episode because we are going to cover Colorado as well too. But listen, I need y'all to buckle up because this Michigan competition is going to be insane. We're talking 4 defending DTU varsity national champions all hitting the floor. We have Rochester. We just watched Rochester Jazz. We have Dakota Palm, okay, PSEP Jazz, and Brighton Team Performance, all kicking off their title defenses in major style. Now, Dakota, they've been chasing history, okay, going on their 4th straight varsity Palm national title and their 8th straight regional win. So yeah, they're really wanting to make sure that they are not going to lose this weekend, okay? But Romeo, Brighton, and even PSEP, the 2-time defending small jazz champs, they are here to challenge that streak. Now in small palm, it's a heavyweight clash here. Stevenson Ford United, top 3 for the past 3 seasons, is going to take on the reigning Palm battle champions from Rochester. This is going to be one to watch, okay? Small Jazz, that's a rematch from last year. Rochester and Dexter went 1 and 2. Like I just said earlier, they're both back to settle that unfinished business. Now over in Large Jazz, it's another one up in the air. It's another one up in the air. This lineup, listen, Dakota, Romeo, Anchor Bay, and PSEP finished second here last season, but came back to shock the world by taking down the Miami Arts at DTU Nationals 2025. And don't forget about Dakota JV Palm. 5 straight regional titles, looking for number 6 this weekend. Come on, y'all. It's Michigan. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to watch it. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. Now, let's get into this interview with the Morgan Burke. Okay, Nashville native, making sadness danceable since 1991. I met Morgan a few weeks ago at Prodigy Dance Convention. Amazing guy. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this interview. Listen, now 2025, St. Brendan Varsity Jazz National Champions, and that I believe it was small varsity jazz. I can't remember if it was D1 or D2, but he choreographed that routine. It was incredible. They did amazing. We're going to talk about it. Of course, we're going to talk about it. He teaches all over the United States. National titles on national titles on national titles. You already know. Let's just get into the interview. Here is Morgan Burke. You're from Nashville.
I am.
What was it like being born and raised in Nashville?
Yeah. Honestly, it's so different than the Nashville that people know of now. I mean, like we had access to things, but it was not by any stretch like a major city. I loved it. I grew up, it felt like a small town. I tell people all the time, my older brother's high school is on Broadway, which is like where all the bars are.
Yeah.
And when I would get done at middle school, I would take the bus to his high school and he would have show choir rehearsal. And Broadway was like so dead that I would just
Yeah.
like walk down and they would let me in the honky tonks because it like wasn't a big deal all the time. It like
Yeah.
wasn't a crazy thing. And now, you know, you go down to Broadway and it's like crazy. So yeah, it was a really small town, and now it's become this gigantic thing, but I love it so much. I'm
Yeah.
so grateful for growing up there.
Yeah. You still live there now?
Yes. I
Very
moved
nice.
away for I graduated in 2009 and moved away until 2021, so like
Okay.
12 years.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Where were you living? Did you do the LA life?
I did the LA life and I did New York inside of the LA life for about a year and a half.
Which one would you choose?
Okay,
If you
so
had
this
to do it
is-
again.
If I had to do it again with a trust fund,
Oh.
I would do New York. I love,
Really?
yes, I love New York, but
You like small apartments?
no, that's the thing. This is where the trust fund comes into
Oh,
play.
got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I love New York, but that's the one thing is like in order to afford the life that I like feel like I should have had, I just couldn't do it in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah.
When did your dance journey start? When did dancing kick into play?
Okay, yeah. I actually started off as a singer.
So you're gonna give us a sample?
Oh, no.
I would never.
Funny enough, you know, like before Instagram was a thing,
Yeah.
people would like YouTube you
Yeah.
to look you up.
Yeah.
If you YouTube me, my
Okay.
singing videos are up
Okay.
there. So when I would go into studios at first, people would be like, "Oh my god, will you sing?" It was their favorite thing in the entire world.
I love it.
But yeah, I was a singer at first, and I did an audition for a singing group like at a mall that was gonna like fill time, and we had to learn choreography. And my now dance teachers that taught me everything I know led the choreography portion, and I just remember doing a few moves and being like, I think I like this better. Yeah, so I think I was maybe like 10. That's when it started. Yeah.
When did America's Most Talented Kids come into play? What was
Got
this?
it.
Was this
Got
singing
it.
or dancing?
At that point, it was a little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
It was a little bit of both, but it was like
Multifaceted.
very, very like early on in the dancing.
Okay.
Yeah, like I maybe did a split and thought I was dancing. But yeah, so I did before America's Most Talented Kid, I did Showtime at the Apollo, which was really singing. And then in the middle of that and America's Most Talented Kid was this audition where I started dancing. And then, it kind of shifted its way to like some singing and dancing, some dancing with singing, and then just dance.
Yeah. When you were younger, were you always someone who wanted to be in front of a camera?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was, which is like so interesting now because I like really late developed stage fright. I do not want to. Ooh, God, no.
Still stage fright?
Yeah, I like don't want to be on stage. That's kind of why I fell into what I do now.
Do you remember what age you were at when that happened?
It was like late, like 20.
Wow.
Yeah, like I moved to Los Angeles because I was like, I'm gonna be that girl. I'm gonna dance behind everyone. And then I don't know, there was something about it where I was like, "Ooh, this is stressful." Yeah, and it kind of shifted things.
Yeah. I never wanted. Actually, I lied. At one point in my life, I wanted to do the commercial life. And then I went to one LA audition my senior year of high school. Never went back. I looked around the room. I said, "Nope." You know, it's actually funny though. My first ever audition was it was typecasted.
Woo!
So I didn't even get to dance. I drove 3 hours to LA just to say thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever been in that world of typecasting?
Yes. I've been I've been on both sides of it to where like there's moments where I'm grateful for it. Like I remember this one time there was like a cattle call audition and I couldn't find parking. And like all these guys that looked like me got typecasted, and I was like,
Ooh,
okay,
okay,
bet,
yeah.
this is great. This is great. Love that.
Going home.
Love that. But then also, I remember there was another audition that I did. It was like grueling. It was so intense, so
Mm,
many hours. The dancing was intense, and they let people audition for like 4 days and then typecasted. Yeah.
I would sue.
Yeah, people were
That's
unhappy. Yeah,
crazy.
it wasn't the best.
When did you start working with like dance teams?
Um, I have been doing this for 12 years. I taught on a convention, which is where I know Derek from
Yeah.
12 years ago. And I taught jazz, and Emily Schock taught choreography,
I
or not
love
choreography.
Emily Shock.
Yeah,
I
she taught
love her.
contemporary.
Uh-huh.
And if I know the story correctly, apologies if I don't, but my understanding of it is she had a team that she had just started doing travel choreography for, Millard North in Omaha. And
Yes.
this was like pretty recent after she had had her daughter.
Yeah.
And she did the team 1 year and just didn't like being far from her daughter. So she was like,
Mm.
I'm gonna pass this on to you. I remember I like got a text. It was like, so I have this job for you. You're gonna do it. And I was like, what? And it was dance team. And she was like, I'll give you videos. You'll study. And yeah, that was 12 years ago. And for a long time, I like really only did Millard North and like
Wow.
kind of kept it quiet.
But what a great
Yeah,
team.
I know. I was very fortunate
Yeah.
to I like still even now there's so much of it that I like don't really understand because I
Yeah.
didn't grow up in it. But definitely when I started, I didn't understand how crazy
Yeah.
to start there was.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
So you got a full scholarship to go to Debbie Allen.
Mhm.
Do you miss Debbie Allen?
I do. I literally just got a text from my husband that said, "Oh my god, you bought a Debbie Allen Barbie?" They just released a Debbie
No
Allen Barbie.
way.
They did. They did. Miss Allen. She
Yeah.
has a Barbie, and I ordered it Amazon Prime. It came overnight. Yeah, I do. I
Yeah.
do.
What a
Yeah.
time. So I remember this era.
Mhm.
This was around the time you graduated, actually, where like I want to say it was like Debbie Allen
Mhm.
Studio. There was, I want to say two more. They had that program where you'd go in for like 12 weeks or something and
Mhm.
like train with choreographers and at the end would
Yeah.
audition for the agency. Is that what you did?
It wasn't like that. It was not even necessarily like she did have a program, but also basically there's another really, really amazing dancer from Nashville. His name is William Wingfield.
Mm,
And he went to the same studio as me. He went to the same high school as me. And then there was a couple steps that he took, and next thing I knew, he was like dancing with Celine Dion.
mm,
So I kind of just mirrored him, and
yeah.
basically Miss Allen like saw him and was like, "I'm just going to offer you,
Wow.
literally, I'm going to pay for an apartment for you, and you don't have to pay for tuition for school."
Wow.
And yeah, so it was just kind of move to LA and train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in your LA era, what would
Mhm.
you say was your most prized possession job that you had?
Um,
Is there anything that you look back and you're like, "Oh, that was just a great
Yeah,
time"?
yeah. I mean, there's so many jobs that like you do that are dancing for people that are cool, but your like parents don't get it. And
Mm,
I
mhm.
remember one time Tessie hit me up about like dancing on American Idol, which was like fine.
Yeah.
I was like down for it, but the special guest that time was Shaka Khan.
Mm.
So like my
Mhm.
dad got to geek out
Yeah.
over it,
Yeah.
and that one hit a little
Yeah.
bit differently.
He's like, "Oh, wait,
Yeah,
this is a
yeah, yeah,
big deal."
yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, wait, yeah,
You've
that's
made
my
it.
son. That's
You've
my
made
son."
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I think that one was the moment where I was like, "Oh, wow."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is show business how they say it is in reality?
In what sense?
Cutthroat? I think that's the easiest way to put it.
Mm,
You gotta walk.
uh,
It's a little tiptoe.
no, I feel as though it's like one of those things where there is like an unspoken like, yeah, well, I got to feed myself, so there is a bit of that, but
Yeah.
also we're all dying for community.
Mhm.
So I feel actually like more often than not we're trying so hard not to be cutthroat that
Yeah.
it like gets a little bit blurry because it's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, you're my competition, but like I don't have space right now to do that with
Yeah.
you. Can we just be friends? And
Yeah, I
then,
get it.
then it becomes a thing of like, well, you got
Yeah.
the job and I didn't. And yeah. But no, I didn't find it to be cutthroat. I found it to be um just like kind of sometimes strained social dynamics. Like you
Mm,
go to Starbucks and at this point I would be like assisting, let's say like Mia.
yeah.
Um yes, I'm assisting Mia, but I don't have a say in anything that Mia's doing. But I would be at Starbucks and people would be like, so and I'm like, no, I
No,
can't
don't.
do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Mhm.
How would you describe your choreography style when it comes to dance team? Dance team union regional competitions are unlike any other. DTU has created an atmosphere that is not only friendly and competitive, but brings your community together to support one another in a sport you all share and love. DTU values innovation and the determination to create. Your team spend hours perfecting material and pushing the boundaries for choreography. It does not go unnoticed at Dance Team Union. At DTU, you do not go home empty-handed. They award placements in every division for every routine, select special awards to standout routines, and offer partial paid bids to our Dance Team Union National Championships and All-Star Worlds with their partners at the Open Championship Series. So what are you waiting for? Find out when they will be heading to a city near you for their 10th season by visiting www.danceteamunion.com.
Okay. Yeah. I think because I didn't grow up in it, it's almost like the checklist of what needs to be in it is like secondary at best.
Mm,
So I feel like the style of what I make is like just trying to create something memorable in general.
yeah.
And then after that's said and done, then we just dance team it up. Um, I feel like my work is complex, but like in a different way.
Yeah.
Like I really I've had to study how people do dance team and it still doesn't necessarily come naturally to me.
Mm,
So a lot of it is things that I've learned from like working with a Mia or like a Erica Sobel. And I think that that separates it because those people don't
yeah.
do dance team at all.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is the thing. It's yeah, like complex in just a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're building
Mhm.
routines, do you always have that score sheet in the back of your head, or do you just kind of eliminate it and just
I don't have it in my head at all. I don't. Again, I'm really fortunate that like the first team I worked with was Millard North, and like they were introduced to me knowing that I didn't know anything.
Mm,
So there was no chance for me to be like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. It was a lot of like, does this work?
yeah.
Does this work? Does this
Yeah.
work? So when I'm creating, there's moments where like I'll look at the coach and be like, can we just double check that that is legal? Or can we double check that
Yeah.
like,
It makes sense.
yeah, do you
Yeah.
think that this would tick the correct box? So
Yeah.
it's collaborative in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you is there a piece that you set that you would say is just like your favorite that you've done?
Yeah.
Which one?
Kiss from a Rose, St. Brendan.
Was this 2025?
Yeah, it's the one they did last year in the all red to
And they
seal,
won.
and they won. Thank
Congratulations.
you, thank
You're
you, thank
welcome.
you, thank you. Yeah, I sometimes I like see things in my head, and then you have that like voice that's like, you don't do that, you can't do that, you don't do that. Yeah.
Mm. It's
So
like challenging yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't find my work to be circular at
Yeah.
all, but that song is the most like circular sounding thing ever, and I've had this idea of like doing an opening that would look like an overhead shot from a movie, so it like had to be circular.
Mm.
And as I was showing up I was like, no, I can't, and then I somehow went in the studio and just forced myself to do it. And when I look at that, I'm like, yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of it.
Are there any teams that you're dying to work with that you have not been able to work with yet?
Honestly, one that I would really love to work with, because so many of my St. Brendan dancers have ended up there and like kind of stay with the program, is FSU.
Mm,
I would love to. I just I like started off more so as even a teacher than a choreographer.
yeah,
So the chance to like revisit someone a couple years
it's
later.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Um, I when was Lyrical this morning? Did that happen this morning?
Yeah,
It did
Mary.
happen.
Yeah.
Um, I've been having this conversation with a few people in the
Mhm.
dance team world, and
Mhm.
we're talking about this misconception of facials and Lyrical. And a lot of teams we
Mm.
see like the
Mhm, mhm,
and a lot of people have been saying, like, when I talk to them, like, it's just not authentic to the category or the song.
mhm,
What When you're trying to connect with a piece of music,
mhm.
what advice do you give for dancers that struggle with that, connecting with pieces of music?
I say simplify it till it makes sense for you.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, if I'm thinking about like some longing that is like on some very adult level, blah 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 blah, that like I know a kid isn't going to understand. I just like say like, when you're like really craving Taco Bell and you like can't let yourself have it, and then like the craving just like won't go away,
Uh-huh.
like
You
just
got to simplify it.
simplify to. And it's, I mean, honestly, it's the same thing I do when I'm creating, like, especially in this realm, a lot of times like sad dances hit harder than happy dances.
Mm.
I'm not going to think about all these sad things in like over and over, day in and day out. So I will just choreograph a piece about how like I miss being early 20s and being able to have the slice of cake and not feel bad.
No kidding.
Like I'll just choreograph a piece about that and make it look like it's a story about a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You posted something recently on Instagram mentioning dancers staying in their studio.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it, because I have strong opinions on this. It's a big conversation in the dance team world right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why should dancers stay in the studio? Why is that so important?
I just think that it's important because the high schools only have so many resources
Mm,
to give you. And I
mm-hmm.
still, at this point in time, will go to high schools where like I know the dance team has won things, and like the things that they won aren't even like hung up in the school the way that like the football teams and stuff, the way that those
Yeah,
things are. So to put all of your goals and your needs for the next however many years that you're trying to do this thing into those hands that don't even have the resources is just like crazy. Like, you just got to stay with your studio. And I get it. I do think that like the switch of
yeah,
everybody wanting to do dance team has come along very quickly, and sometimes it can seem like the studios don't have the tools to help you, but just advocate.
yeah,
Tell
yeah.
them that you need
I
like
need a
you
palm
I
class.
need a
I
palm
need a
class.
palm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what I will say, because I was watching. Listen, these kids downstairs are talented, but
Yeah.
some of them need a palm
They
class.
just need a palm class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 No kidding.
Yeah.
Um, let's go back to St. Brendan.
Mhm.
Was that your first UDA title that you won? Well, you worked with Miller North. You had to have gotten one with them.
I think, if I remember correctly, I think that I won with Millard North before I won with St.
St. Brendan.
Brendan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Do you,
Yes.
do you feel you're working with St. Brendan again?
Mhm.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
feel the pressure yet? Or
Um,
did you already set it?
I already said it.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say it's
already said
already,
it.
yeah.
I did. Yes and no. I mean, there's always a lot of pressure that I just put on myself. Like, I don't necessarily know that I'm a wildly competitive person
Mhm.
with other people.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm real competitive with myself. Like, I do not like the thought of getting like a year older and not also a year better.
Yep.
So I think that that's the pressure. Like, I
Mhm.
will say that after I made that like circle intro and it worked, I was like, well, that's great, but also like, now what? Like, what do you
What?
do now? So I feel the pressure in that sense. But yeah, I do also believe that like in the studio, without us like talking about it, we were all kind of like, is this as good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No kidding.
definitely.
You've worked with all-star teams as well too,
Yes,
right?
yes.
What do you see the difference between the two, like high school competition or high school
Mhm,
nationals, let's say
mhm.
lyrical to contemporary versus
Yeah.
like an all-star?
Um, to me, I feel like All Star even takes the tricks up another level,
Yeah.
which is like wild to say out loud, but I do. I feel like when
Yeah.
I'm working with All Star teams, they pull out things that I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that that's a thing. And I feel like in the all-star realm, I don't know that like it is as crazy nitpicky of like
Mm,
cleanliness.
mm.
So sometimes when I'm doing all-star, I will like experiment with like different textures a bit more than I will
Yeah.
with like a UDA piece.
Yeah.
Um yeah, I mean at least that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think all-star in college, like those two,
Yes.
that yeah, it's
Yes.
insane. Let's talk about
Mhm.
Prodigy for a second. So, when you're teaching classes and we're in a huge like group like there
Mhm.
was downstairs, what is it about a dancer that like stands out to you?
To me, I like a dancer that is able to pivot quickly. So like I don't even know that I necessarily am looking to see the best one in the
Mhm.
room. I'm looking I'm really impressed by like knowing how quick and fast and intricate my combos are. When somebody loses a couple counts and they can get back on, to
Yes.
me, this is infinitely more impressive than the person that just like aces it the whole
Yeah.
time. That's one thing that I really look for. And another thing that I look for is the people who, as they are learning the material, are already figuring out how they want to perform it.
Mm,
Like I think that we so often are like just thinking about the shapes,
mm,
but like the thing is like we're never going to look at it as just shapes.
yeah.
So the people that are already thinking about like what am I trying to say with this? How am I trying to make them feel with this? Those people really pop out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When when you're teaching,
Hmm.
can you tell just by one of the dancers learning if they're really being authentic to themselves or if they're just
Yeah.
putting on a facade?
Oh yeah.
Does that drive you
It
crazy? It
does.
drives me
It does.
insane.
It
Yeah.
does. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I say this like artsy fartsy thing when I'm teaching that it feels like sometimes I'm trying to preach, but I'm
Mm.
not.
Yeah.
Where like there are times where I'm like having, let's say, like a writer's block,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
trying to get something out, because I'm trying to like do something that isn't me, and then I really have to stop myself and be like, but if I am, as far as we know, if I am the only Morgan Burke that is ever going to be here, at least this version of me, why am I trying so hard
Yeah.
to rip this other trendy thing that's happening right now? Yeah, so when I see dancers doing it, I'm like, well, you aren't the 34-year-old man with like a bunch of tattoos and but like from Nashville you don't have the same backstory that I have. So learn what I'm saying, but I feel like you would probably say it in a different accent.
Yeah.
Like, why not just figure it out that way? Yeah, I think that sometimes people really do lose touch with like what it means to be authentic while still
Mm.
trying to execute choreography.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Where do you go to next after this? You've been these past few days. I feel like on your story, you have been like everywhere.
Yeah.
When do you go home?
I go home on
There
Monday
we go.
and I leave Monday night. I do. But it's I go back to Nashville on Monday, and then Monday night I just drive to Knoxville
Oh,
to.
that's not bad.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna work with UT for a sec,
There you
and
go.
then teach at a studio, and then I go home, and then I think I'm home honestly for like 8 days, which is
Okay.
long for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you choreograph any Nashville or Tennessee teams? I'm gonna be at DTU Nashville the day after, I think, or Halloween. Do you
Okay.
have any teams that you know that might be
No,
competing
I
then? Okay.
not then. This year I am choreographing MTSU's, and I think
Okay.
that they go to DTU
Okay.
Nationals.
Okay.
I
I'll
believe,
see you
but
there then.
that'll be
Yeah.
later that I even said it. No, honestly, I in Nashville I don't, only because it is so hard for me to like stay in Nashville.
Yeah.
It is like
Would you ever leave Nashville? Like move again?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah, my dad's side of the family is from Washington D.C.
Oh, nice.
and like something about like being able to take public transit and walk
Not drive.
and not drive. Nashville, your traffic is killing me. It's draining me. Yeah.
It's like, was there a time where it wasn't as bad
Oh
as it
my
is?
god, I used to be able to get anywhere in Nashville in 15 minutes.
It's just overpopulated
It's
now.
just yeah, and we like weren't supposed to have this many people ever. It's like the
Yeah.
same issue as like in Austin. It was built to be like a small town, and then everybody was like, "Ooh, this is cool."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been married for how long now?
Less than a
13
year.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, not married. You've been with your partner.
Oh, okay. This is where it gets fun. We've been together for about 4 years, but I've known
Okay.
him since I was 12.
Got it. Okay.
Yes. So
I don't know
we've
where I
been like
read. Yeah.
no. We've been best friends since I was about 12. It was just one of those things where hilarious. He used to think I didn't like him because we like went on a date when I was in high school, and then like I didn't see him again, and he thought I like didn't like him, but I was just literally dancing all day every day, and I just didn't have time. And then I moved to LA, and he was on cruise ships, so it was just one of those things where
he's also
like
a performer.
yes,
Dancer,
yeah,
singer.
Singer. But the
Okay.
reason I know him is because he was a recital kid at DC Dance Factory, so I met him at the studio.
How's that dynamic, artist and artist?
Really good actually.
Okay.
Yeah, really good because we don't compete against one another, which is
I would
great.
not ever date the dancer.
I have tried it and failed.
Same likewise. I said I'm never doing this
Yeah,
again.
but good because also like when someone like let's say a mom is doing the thing where she's like, I feel like you don't believe in my mini, she should be on a senior company, and then
Yeah.
I can look at him and be like, babe, she can't do a pas de bourrée, and then he's like, yes,
got it.
yes.
That's all I need
Yeah,
to know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you've been with each other for 4 years now.
Mhm.
Do you mind if I ask you about your
Yeah.
sobriety journey?
Oh yeah, please ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he like a part of that? Like
Yeah.
you getting sober?
Kind of, yes. I like reconnected with him during COVID, and COVID was kind of the moment where I like sat down, and like if I travel all the time, it's really easy for me to, if I like
It gets dark.
don't yeah, exactly.
It gets dark.
It
yeah.
does. And when I finally sat down, I realized how dark it
Mhm.
had become. So yeah, it was like chatting with him about everything, and I don't know, there's kind of this like less now because COVID sort of changed the dynamic and people were able to like move home and not feel bad about it. But there
Mhm.
was a bit of like, well, if I leave Los Angeles, I'll be a failure.
Yeah.
And chatting with him about like how he also was gonna head home. But yeah, he's like been a very large part of the sobriety journey.
Yeah. How long have you been sober now for?
Almost 5 years.
Wow,
I
congratulations.
know, thank
Congratulations.
you.
Listen, I understand.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand. So I know that is huge.
It
and
is.
so be proud of yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
Thank you.
incredible. Well, final question I want to ask
Yeah,
for
go
you.
for it.
What in the dance world
Mhm.
what kind of legacy or imprint do you want to leave on your students or for
Ooh,
yourself?
yeah. I mean, I feel as though dance has like saved my life over and over and over again. Like, now I do live in a house with my husband, and like times where work is weird for him, I pay for things and I pay for things with like dance really
Mm,
has saved my life over and over again. And I feel like what I try to get my kids to understand is at the end of the day, you have to get back to that place.
yep.
As you like start hitting all these obstacles and like you start brushing against the business side of it all,
Mm,
you have to eventually get back to the place where it's like, I mean, I do this because I love it,
yeah.
and like you're not allowed to make me hate it.